Hi all, thank you for watching this week's video. So again, it'll be a segment from the class this week, and also something that you can do at home as a bite-sized yoga session. So if we start lying down, so legs bent, feet flat, arms by my side, closing the eyes or a soft gaze on the ceiling, and then just taking some moments to bring your attention into your body. So you can do that by being aware of the feeling of the air in and out of the body. So we can notice the rise and fall of the chest and abdomen. Notice the feeling of the air in and out of the nostrils. And also noticing how the body feels. So we could be aware of the weight of the body touching the mat. So noticing the feeling of the mat under the toes, the ball of the foot, the heel, backs of the hands, forearms, shoulder blades, and the feeling of the back touching the mat. So from the base of the spine, top of the buttocks, up towards shoulder blades, and noticing the weight of the head gently pressing into the mat. So as you're breathing out, you're imagining and feeling the body relaxing a little bit more with each breath out. And as you're doing this, just taking a moment to notice if there are any thoughts bouncing around in the head, or are you focusing on your breathing, focusing on your body. So you're just noticing, you don't need to do anything with that, you're just noticing if where your attention is. Are there any thoughts? And then with your next breath in, we'll inhale, slowly lifting the arms up. Pausing with fingertips to ceiling, breathing out, arms slowly come back down. And we'll inhale, lifting up. And breathing out, slowly back down again. So we'll continue this movement. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Pausing with fingertips to ceiling, and then as you breathe out, the arms are slowly coming back down by your side. Inhaling up and breathing out down. We're inhaling all the way through the movement of the arms coming up, breathing out all the way through to the movement of the arms coming back down again. Pausing next time your arms come down onto the ground next to you. From here we'll reach down with the fingertips, catch the backs of the heels, and both legs coming over to the right side. And if you're comfortable, keeping both legs on the right, unless you need to bring them back to centre sooner than I suggest. And as you're breathing out, you're imagining and feeling hips, spine, shoulders relax. So by thinking about that, it might encourage the body to relax a little bit more into the twist position. And then we'll inhale and bring the legs to centre, breathing out, allowing them to come over to the left side, and pausing here. Steady breath as the body relaxes with each breath out. And then we'll inhale, bringing the legs to centre, breathing out to the right, and gently from one side to the other, following the breath. Inhaling up, breathing out down, inhaling up, and breathing out down. So a slow movement from one side to the other. So the movement of the legs reflects the breath in and out of the body. So I'm starting to inhale, bringing the legs to centre, lungs are full by the time the knees are pointing up towards the ceiling, slowly breathing out as the legs come back down. Inhaling up and breathing out down. And then pausing next time Knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to reach down with the fingertips again in case the feet have shuffled away. I'm going to bring the feet a bit closer together. So either they're touching, so you can feel the ankles maybe touching, or maybe there's just a slight gap there. That's absolutely fine. So from this position, we're going to take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, allowing the knees, the legs to come apart, and just pausing in that wide position. And then inhale as you bring the legs to center. Breathing out as they come apart. Inhaling to center. So we'll continue this movement following the breath. Breathing out, down. Inhaling up. Also, as an option, if you wanted to, you could have the hands on the outside of the thighs, supporting the legs as they come apart, and gently helping the legs come back to center. Breathing out, legs, knees coming apart, pausing, inhaling as they come back to center. Breathing out apart. And then inhaling back to center. Pausing there, so knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. Roll to one side and we'll press up to all fours. I'm making my way to hands and knees. From our all fours position, I'm going to lift up my left leg, guide left knee towards the left elbow. Pressing into my left heel. So I'm extending left leg long, left knee to elbow. Guiding the left foot behind and over to the right side. So I'm dangling my left foot to the right, I'm looking over the right shoulder. Bringing the left leg down. Lifting up the right leg, right knee to right elbow. So it's not necessarily touching. And then extending the right leg on, pressing into the right heel. Right knee to right elbow. And this time I'll guide my right foot behind and over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Bring the right leg down. Doing that once more on each side. So lifting up left leg, left knee to elbow. Pressing into left heel. Left knee to elbow. Guiding left foot behind and over to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. And then left knee to elbow. And back down. Lifting up right leg, guiding right knee to elbow. Extending right leg long, pressing into right heel, right knee to elbow, guiding right foot behind and over to the left and looking over the left shoulder, and then bringing that right leg down. From here we'll take the knees a bit wider, toes towards each other, bum to heel, sliding the hands away, pressing the palms into the mat as if you're trying to push it forwards away from you, and inhale coming up, breathing out back down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then pausing next time we're upright or on all fours. From my all fours position, I'm going to make my way to downward dog, so I'll curl the toes, lift the knees, and I'll press through the hands, press the bum back, and allow the head to hang. From here, I'm going to lift up the right leg, press the right heel towards the ceiling, my three-legged dog, and then bring the right knee forwards to the right elbow. And as I'm doing that, shoulders come forwards, and pressing the right heel back towards the ceiling. So really pressing into that left heel, and right knee to right elbow. And then pressing that right heel up towards the ceiling again. Right knee to right elbow. And then popping the right foot down and we'll come back to downward dog. Lifting up the left leg, pressing the right heel away to your three-legged downward dog. Left knee to left elbow. And again, pressing left heel back towards the ceiling. Left knee, left elbow. And pressing that left heel back once more. Left knee, left elbow. Stepping the left foot back and into downward dog. And then stepping forwards
folding forward, so bending over at the waist, arms, shoulders relax. Coming up into chair pose, so keep a bend in the legs, feet hip width, arms in the air, turning the palms forwards, folding forwards. Stepping back with the right foot into lunge, so right heel off the mat, right hand to the middle, I'm twisting to the left, so left fingertips to ceiling, bringing the left hand back down, twisting to right, and then back down. I'm going to rock back on the left heel and bring the right foot forwards to fold forwards again, coming up into chair pose, raising up. Stride back with the right foot into lunge. So I'm hips, chest forwards, feet hip width apart, left knee above the left ankle. Take a breath in, breathing out forwards. I'm coming halfway, reaching through the fingertips, inhaling up, breathing out forwards, inhaling up, breathing out forwards, inhaling up, turning the palms forwards, folding forwards to downward dog, so stepping the left foot back. So feet minimum of hip width apart, fingers spread, pressing through the hands, through the fingers to press the bum towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to step forwards and fold forward, so I'm bending over at the waist, arms, shoulders relaxed. Coming up into chair pose. Arms to side, fingertips to ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades back. Step back with right foot to lunge. So hips, chest forwards. Trying to keep this movement, this twist in a moment from the waist upwards. So that left leg stays as it is, the left knee stays above the left ankle. Shoulder blades back, twist to the left. Back to centre. To the right. Back to centre. And then to the left, back to centre, to the right, and back to centre, taking left hand to left hip, right fingertips towards the ceiling, so we reach up, reaching over towards the left side, so we get stretch up the right side of the body. Coming back into an upright position, stepping right foot forwards to chair pose. Turning the palms forwards, folding forwards. Left foot back into lunge. Left hand to the middle, twist to the right. So reaching up through the right fingertips. Right hand down, twisting to left. Bringing the left hand down. I'm going to rock back on the right heel to fold forwards. Coming up into chair pose. Stepping back with left foot into lunge. Take a breath in. Breathing out forwards. So I'm reaching through the fingertips as I fold forwards. Inhale up. Breathing out forwards. Inhaling up. Breathing out forwards. Inhaling up. Turning the palms forwards, folding forwards, making your way to downward dog. So again, fingers spread, there's a gentle clawing action into the mat, pressing through the hands, through the fingers to press the bum towards the ceiling, and stepping forwards, folding forwards, inhaling up into chair pose, arms to side, fingertips to ceiling, draw the shoulder blades towards each other, stride back with the left foot into lunge, so we're hips, chest forwards. So again, as we twist, trying to keep the movement from the waist upwards. So if that means you don't turn as much, that's absolutely fine. So we're really concentrating on getting some stretch in the muscles in the upper body, the fascia in the upper body, shoulder blades towards each other, twist to the right, back to centre, to the left, back to centre. So I'm keeping an eye on that right leg, to the right, back to centre, and to the left, and then back to centre. Right hand to right hip, left arm up. So I'm going to breathe in as I reach up, breathe out as I reach over to the right side. So side stretching left side of the body. Coming back up, bringing the right arm up, turning palms towards, folding forwards to downward dog. From downward dog to child's pose, so knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heels, forearms relaxing down, head on the mat. Or you can also stack hands, head on the back of the hands, or if that's a struggle, forearms, allowing the head to hang. So when we're in our child's pose, we want to be in a comfortable position that we can rest in. So it's quite common to have tightness across the tops of the feet or discomfort in the knees. So sometimes you can come forwards a bit to be in your child's pose. And we'll take the arms out so they're shoulder width apart and parallel, fingers spread. I'm gently pressing the hands forwards. Inhale, coming up. Breathing out, down. So we'll go through this movement for a few rounds to help regulate the breathing, regulate the heart rate. And then I'll pause when I'm upright or on all fours. Wrists under shoulders. Back to downward dog. Walking hands to feet to forward fold. Inhale, coming up. Hands to prayer position. Breathing out, down. And taking the hands down. Great stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a short yoga sequence that you can do any time in the day if you've got the space. So, and again, that was just a section from the class that I'm teaching this week in the various different sessions. So please share the video, comment whether you like it or not, or if you've got any suggestions or feedback, that will all be appreciated. Namaste.